Alright, what's up guys? So before we get into the video, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I haven't been uploading videos very frequently, like once a week, and I've been kind of all over the place the last about month. And the reason is I got into a little bit of an accident. Not a car accident, but an accident happened to me, and I spent a couple days in the hospital and just been recovering for the past little bit. I'm fine now. I'm still in the recovery process, and because of my recovery I've lost a lot of weight and stuff like that. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of a reason on why, you know, and plus, like, if you're looking at the video and you're like, he looks a little different, that's why. But yeah, I just need that time to recover. And it gave me a whole new appreciation for like doctors and nurses, and I just want to give a huge shout out to like my friends and family who have helped me through my recovery. But yeah, now I'm feeling a lot better than I did, and I'm ready to start doing car stuff again. And I'm sure you guys want to see what the new car is, so just want to let you guys know about that. So let's go see the car. Okay, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, you should already know what the car is, but for those of you who don't, let's see it. Ta-da! It's another Mustang! So I have to put my hood on because it's cold. So this is the Mustang I got for 600 bucks. And I've been driving it for about, I would say like not 3 weeks. I've owned it for about 3 weeks now, and it's a $600 Mustang, so it's not perfect, but I'm gonna show you guys what we got going on. So the first thing I noticed is it comes with aftermarket headlights. I'm gonna be honest, they're not good. They're not bright, and it really sucks at night if you don't have the high beams on. These rims and tires are mine. It had some steelies with some winters on, and I had these with good tread for that drift stang, so I went and put these on. Let's look inside. The driver's seat is really messed up, you can see that. The interior is kind of whatever. As you can see, it has a broken window over there. Steering wheel is not in great shape. You can't really see in there, but it's all worn down and kind of gross. The dash is, not the dash, but the cluster itself is cracked. But it does run and drive, so that's good. Over here, it's just a back end. It's dirty, kind of busted up. You got scrapes here, and it's kind of, I guess somebody painted the other side with like a rattle can. Over here, no big dents, nothing like that. Broken window, which we are gonna fix today. And I like that this one comes with the Mustang along the side. And so let's look at under the hood, and here as well. You can see that somebody tried to paint over it and didn't do a great job, but whatever. Bam. And yes, this is a V6. Don't think I'd be able to get a running and driving V8 Mustang for 600 bucks. So it is a V6, and it does have issues. It is, for one, running lean on that bank, so it's not fuel efficient and kind of slow. It leaks oil from the other exhaust header, and actually maybe you might be able to hear it hit the exhaust. Well, if it's not doing that, then it might be low on oil. But yeah, and the one thing that I love, so when I first got the car, it had like 3 inches of pedal play, but it came, it's hot in here, it came with an adjuster for the clutch pedal, which I've been playing with, and it is amazing. I need to get one for the drift stang. But yeah, this is my $600 Mustang, and it is Not great. One thing I love about these headlights though that I wish were on the drift stang is it's got 2 sliders right here, and that's how you remove the headlight. You just bam, slide those out, headlights come out. So for a drift car that would have been perfect, but it's on the street car. So yeah, still got stock intake, and I am gonna modify this. It's not just gonna be a $600 car. It is gonna get race car'd out a little bit. The diff is an open diff. The diff, yeah, so the diff is an open diff, so it does not drift. The first day I got it, I tried to. It does, like, I've drifted open diff cars, right? And it's kind of difficult. You kind of gotta find which way it does slide, and then just use an aggressive flick to get it to go the other way. This one does not. It is like, it is weird how safe it is. As soon as you do a burnout, it just does only a 1-wheel peel. So we need to fix that. We are not gonna weld it because it is a street car. We are gonna put an LSD in it, like this car used to have. So we gotta do that. But yeah, oh, the other thing is, like, I know these, okay, I'm just gonna say it. We're gonna take these wheels off the drift stang and we're gonna put it on the street stang. That's what I'm calling it right now. I don't really know if that's what it's gonna be called. If you guys have any better ideas of a name, let me know, like comment, anything, just. But yeah, so the reason why I'm switching these wheels is because these are the nicest wheels I have, and they're not super nice. If you see the other wheels that I was running last year, they have a bunch of curb marks and stuff, so they gotta get fixed up. But the reason why I'm switching these is because this year I'm planning to get more angle, and the way that this offset is it's really sunk in towards the inside of the car. And it's already got an inch spacer on it, so it really causes the inside of the wheel to start getting in the way, like other stuff to get in the way of the wheel once we start throwing angle at it. So I was thinking, well, if we put these rims on there, it'll look nice. I don't have to buy rims for that car. Okay, sorry, my camera died and I decided to push her in so that I wasn't going inside and out, and plus the space heater's on, so because it's pretty cold in here. But what I was saying was, we're gonna put these wheels on that car, and this car, like, maybe we'll put an angle kit on it, like maybe just take the cut knuckles and stuff off of this and put it on this, but it's not gonna have crazy angle. It's not gonna be a drift car, it's just gonna be a fun street car. But this, we need more angle, so, and with these wheels, even though they look awesome on this car, is gonna be a headache to work around. So once we put these on that car, I have, oh, they're all the way down there. I have these rims that are still 19s. I believe these are fast rims. I don't know the specs. I'm not really gonna look into that because we're not putting it on the car right now, but it has the same tire size as the front, same rim size. It's not as wide as of a rim as this, because you can see that these tires are stretched a little bit. These ones are not, so we shouldn't have issues. And I believe this came off of a Mustang, I'm not too sure. Either way, we shouldn't run into as many issues as these rims than those rims. And these have like brand new tires that I've kept trying to kill, but because they don't really fit in the back, because the back is too low, it gives me a perfect excuse to switch these to front. So that's the plan with that. Now, some of you might be asking and wondering, Rome, why did you go and spend $600 on a V6 Mustang when you were driving around a dually? And the answer is, there's a couple parts to that answer. One, the dually cannot fit anywhere. Try parking that thing, you need at least 2 spots back to back, or 4 spots, and it's ridiculous. That thing is a pain to fill up with diesel, and it's just not as much fun. Like a lot of my friends, like Steph and Jacob and them, they all have cool cars. Like, you know, Cody has a 944 Porsche, Steph has a Crown, not a Crown Vic, a Crown Athlete JDM car. You guys have seen it, I'm sure. Jacob has a Miata, and those are all fun cars. And when I'm driving in the dually, I'm like, man, it's comfortable, it's nice, but it's a newer car, but it's not fun. So I decided to get myself a fun car. And I actually got this car. It's a funny story. So when I saw this car, I was still unable to drive because of my recovery. So I went and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a look. I'm gonna go look at it. I'll bring the money just in case, but I'll go look. Went, guy showed us the car. I went with Jacob. You know, we're looking at it, we're like, all right, it's, you know, it's a piece, but for $600, like, it's a pretty good car. And then I asked the guy if I could test drive it, and he said sure. But I myself couldn't drive the car, so I got Jacob to drive the car. And then he drove it, and just based off of what he said, like, it looked like it drive, no issues. He's like, it drives, so I'm like, okay. I'm like, for $600, I can trust that decision. Like, if it was like a $50,000 car, I'd probably be like, I'm kind of gonna wait to see how it feels, you know, when I drive it. So I was like, yeah, so got the guy down to $600, and Jacob drove it away for me. So yeah, and for about a week, I didn't even drive the car. People were telling me how this thing drives. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I've never driven it. But now I drive the car, now it's my daily. So the plan for this car is to make it a fun daily. So like, not just fun, but like kind of like a fun road trip mission car. So it's like, hey, let's go on this road trip. Yep, this car can do it. Hey, we ran out of road and we have to go off-roading a little bit. Yep, this car can do it. Hey, let's go do, you know, time attacks. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a little bit of, you know, drifting. Yeah, this car can do it. Like, I want this car to be good at like a decent at everything, but not like this, not a purpose-built drift car. I want this to be the fun car, you know, lower it, nice rims, maybe put a hydro in it someday, like, you know, replace the factory one and put a hydro so it locks up, and just make it handle nice and all that stuff. So that's the plan with this car. But one of the first things we need to do is we need to fix this window. Because as you can see, I put a bag over it, I taped the whole thing, but moisture got in there, and it's ugly. So it's ugly. So yeah, you can see right through it. So what we have to do is we have to put a new window on. I went and got window sealer and stuff like that. And I think it must have been like last week, I went and got a window. Ta-da, new window. It was like $60 or something like that. And then I found out, I was like, hey, I'm like, something looks familiar about this window. And I go and look, and it is the exact same window as in the SN95. So I could have spares if I need to take out the drift car, and then I can just put Lexan in there, which I probably should do. But we got a new window. So what we have to do to install this window is it has screws on the, like studs on the inside of the glass. So we need to take this plastic trim piece off. So we need to take that off. Oh, that's a Torx. Okay, I don't know if I have a Torx, but we gotta take this off. We gotta take that, we gotta pull this panel off, and then behind it should still be the screws for the window. And then we can put some silicone on it, and put the studs on. And yeah, the only thing I don't have that like I might steal off the drift stang. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't have this seal up in here for the window, and I don't have this trim piece. I still have this on the glass, but I don't have these, so I don't know if I'm gonna take, oh wow, I painted over this one. Okay, but I don't know if I'm gonna paint it, take it out of this or what, but I want to get the glass in first because it's really annoying having that wind noise, and you know, I don't want mold to grow in there, and it just needs to get done. So let's do that. Okay, so the window trim is off. All it is this bolt here for the seatbelt, a little clip that you pop out there, and then a bunch of clips, like you can see this one's still in there, that just clip on to this, and then this thing just pops out, and then you can actually see, well, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, you can see the bolts are still in there because the window broke, but it didn't actually fall out, so all the bolts are still in there. So I'm just gonna unbolt these, and then we will see if the other window actually lines up. Okay, so the glass fits, but I had to loosen this, and then I started trying to get to loosen this, and then I realized I forgot one bolt on the back of here. So once you take this cover off, you should be able to see all the bolts from the inside. But for some reason, I think in order to get this top piece of this off, you have to take this, or at least loosen this part of the panel. But I mean, I've been looking and I couldn't find anything. And so I think what you have to do is there's this little metal, you can see right here, started unbolting it, that goes along here. You take it out and then you're able to access the bolts for here. But I was able to get the piece of glass in by just loosening this end, and because the corner of it, if you can see that there's holes here, right? And then here there's notches, so the glass slides in here, and the reason why I had to loosen this is because I can't get the glass to go into the hole because it hits this part of the trim piece. So once I loosen this and I lift it up, then I'm able to slide it up so it can drop in. So now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start applying the silicone I got to the window and to the surface, put the glass in, screw it on, and so that way the screws will suck in the glass, and then it will just dry in there. The only issue is I only have 2 bolts because when the glass broke, I guess the other slid out. So I'm just gonna borrow 2 from the drift stand, the inside ones, and then just get those later because I do want to get this piece of glass in before I'm done today, and I can always get bolts for that. So I mean, I guess that's the cool thing about having 2 cars that have parts that just interchange, is I can just borrow one from the one that's not being used right now. So yeah, I'm gonna apply that stuff and we're gonna put it in. So these are the 2 ingredients I got. This is just polyurethane, black adhesive sealant. This one says it's sealant for glass, but I feel like this one is more for like if the glass is already in and the seal is leaking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply this to the glass and to the body, and then once it's sucked on, I'm gonna put this around the rim of the glass just to like double seal it type of thing, and then I'll let it sit for a little bit because I'm sure it needs to sit for a little bit here, and I don't really want to drive back anyways because traffic's gonna be bad, so might as well let it sit for a little bit, hang out in the shop, clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna start applying that to the glass wherever it is, and then yeah, we'll put it in. Alright, so the window is in, the silicone is on, and all the bolts are in, I went and I stole the seal from the drift stang, because when I was looking down, you can actually see inside the car. So I didn't want to just put the window on and then have that open and just, you know, have water build in there. And this car, you know, only goes out to drift and is stored inside and stuff, and I can always find a seal for this one later. And it seems like the seal for this has fallen out or something, so this one, the window is in, the seal is in. The epoxy said to leave it for to get it on immediately once it's applied. Oh, there's a lid. Because after an hour the epoxy isn't sticky anymore. So I'm gonna give that about an hour, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on, I know it's hard to see, but on the inside here, and just put a thin layer just so that it's like double sealed so it's not gonna leak. But yeah, now it's time to put it all back together. I gotta put this stuff back together because I didn't actually end up needing to take it off, so I need to start doing that, put the seal on, both seals, and then the window should be good to go. And it'll be nice because now I actually have a window, I don't need to leave a bag on there. And yeah, look at my stangs. Look at my stangs. I'm so proud of my stangs. Okay, so the seals are back in. So yeah, just if you're ever trying to do this passenger side window, just try loosening this. This is also tight right now, I tightened it up. Yeah, just try loosening this to get the window in. I don't think you need to take these seals out. I went a little overboard because I thought I did, but I didn't. Well, yeah, I didn't. So yeah, just try taking this out, pop that in, all good to go. I'm letting the seal, then I'm gonna put the cover, or the other sealant I got on the inside. Okay, but back to what we were originally doing. So I gave it about an hour, I think just over an hour. So this is no longer sticky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that window sealer on the inside as like a double layer of sealant to make sure this window doesn't leak. And then once that's on, I'll throw this cover back on and we should be good to go. We should be ready and it should be done. Alright, so if you can see, that white stuff along the edge is the other sealant. So I just put it around there, and she should not leak and you should be good to go. So let's put this cover back on and bam, car's done. Well, other than putting on rims, but yeah. Ta-da, car's all back together, windows in. Now we can put the tools away and finish putting this other rim on. I decided, I don't know if I said already, but I'm gonna put the other, these rims on for now for a couple days, see how I like it, see how I like the look. So we gotta take this rim off, put it back over there, and do that stuff. Alright, window is on, wheels are torqued, everything seems good. Yeah, so I think that's it for today. Everything that needs to be done to the new $600 Mustang is done. Let me know what you guys think about the wheels, which one I should put on, or if I should just look at a completely different set of wheels. And let me know if you can figure out a better name than Street Stang. Yeah, and we'll figure it out. If I like the name, it'll probably be the name of this car. So guys, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.